Tingemas. 10 red pens, 9 key concepts, 8 literary devices, 7 teachers teaching, 6 rhyming couplets, 5 war poems, 4 highlighters, 3 post-it notes, 2 mock exams, and a poetry anthology. Hello and welcome back to Tinged as Literature. Today is in fact day 10 of Tingemas, which would mean we're 2/3 of the way already through. Tingemas is in fact a series where I go through the 15 power and conflict poems in the run up to Christmas, and today I'm going to go through Poppies, so let's begin by reading through the poem. 3 days before Armistice Sunday, and poppies are already being placed on individual war graves. Before you left, I pinned one onto your label, crumpled petals, spasms of paper red, disrupting a blockade of yellow bias blinding around your blazer. Sellotape bandaged around my hand, I rounded up as many white cap hairs as I could, smoothed down your shirt's unturned collar, steeled the softening of my face. I wanted to graze my nose across the tip of your nose, play at being Eskimos like we did when we were little. I resisted the impulse to run my fingers through your gelled blackthorns of your hair. All my words flattened, rolled, turned into felt. Slowly melting, I was brave as I walked with you to the front door, threw it open, the world overflowing like a treasure chest. A split second and you were away, intoxicated. After you'd gone I went into your bedroom, released a songbird from its cage. Later a single dove flew from the pear tree, and this is where it led me. Skirting the churchyard walls, my stomach busy making tucks, darts, pleat, hatless without a winter coat or reinforcements of scarf or gloves. On reaching the top of the hill I traced the inscriptions on the war memorial, leaned against it like a wishbone. The dove pulled freely against the sky, an ornamental stitch. I listed, hoping to hear your playground voice catching on the wind. Now let's go through some key parts of the poem. Firstly, poppies are a symbol of violence, death and memory, which is quite foreboding in this sense of the poem. Pronouns such as I emphasise the intimacy between the speaker and the subject of the stanza, which is of the loss and trauma from war. Blockade is a military reference used to describe the blocking of the mother's emotion, and alliteration is also used to show how she is mothering over her son. Sellotape bandage is a familiar metaphor that refers to the tape as a familiar and homely image, and also again implies that an injury has occurred to the soldier and he's trying to patch himself up. Sibilance in Steel the Softening gives a calm tone to the scene. The use of Eskimos is a personal anecdote which creates a sense of intimacy and human realism to the speaker's voice. Flattened, rolled and turned into felt is a power of 3 that reflects the way the mother is speechless and shows that she doesn't want to let her son go. The front door is symbolic as it represents the mother's decision to let her son go to war. Released as songbird is a metaphor that creates the idea that he's a beautiful caged creature that needs to be set free. And this is the vague pronoun that has a double meaning of her location alongside that she cannot bear to speak about her son's death. On reaching the top is a physical sense to imply the intimacy between the mother and her son, and that she's jumbled up her emotions. And finally, I listened hoping to hear is caesura that implies that the mother is holding back her tears and on the verge of crying. The theme of Poppies looks partially at the conflict because of the nature of the son going to war. However, it also looks at conflict more from the perspective of those it leaves behind and the emotions of families. It is a behind-the-scenes view of conflict rather than addressing the conflict itself. There's also a level of conflict in the mother's emotions, pride, fear and sadness. Well, that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and even share this to your friends, why not? And see you in Tingemas Day 11. Well, that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe,